Good morning and welcome to our daily devotion. So, today I'm feeling much better, thank you. Trying to get my emotions in check from yesterday. We do need to pray for those people in London, but we also need to pray for our country. We are in a very tumultuous time here in our country, and we need to come together and unite as a people instead of trying to pull each other apart by our differences. Our differences is what makes us a unique country. We don't all have to agree on everything, but we all do have to agree to love each other and respect and have mutual respect for each other. My heart is so saddened by the events that are going on, not only around the world, but also in our own country. The hate and the violence that's being spread is so sad. We are a nation of free people right now, but, I think that if we don't do something about some of this violence and the tensions and stuff going around, we may not become a free society. We'll be prisoners to our own devices, not our government, but to our own selves. We'll be prisoners of hate, and that is not good. And so, I just wanted to share that from my heart this morning. I think, I know I've shared it before, that if we loved and respected each other, we would not have the problems that we have in the country today. So let's go about spreading love and not violence. Okay, so now on to our Bible study. So for the past few days we've been studying the parable of the seed that Jesus taught. And then, the first day we talked about how we hear the word, but then we don't receive it immediately, and then that gives Satan a foothold to come and snatch it away from us. And then we talked about how seeds are cast on the rocky soil, and they never get a good foundation because they're not properly nourished and cared for, and so they wither away, just like our faith does. If we hear the word, but if we don't grow our faith, then our faith withers away because we don't have a strong root system when times of trouble come. And then yesterday we talked about having strangled faith. Faith that, we're readily accepted, but we don't continue with it. I'm sorry, I had a lot of noise come out. I couldn't hear. So like I was saying yesterday, we were talking about our strangled faith, how we readily accept the word and hear it, but somewhere along the line we let the riches and the cares and the worries of the world come and strangle our faith to the point that it's non-existent. So today is the last part of this parable, and it's Luke 8 and then verse 15. Luke 8, verse 8 and verse 15. Still the other seed fell on good soil. It came up and yielded a crop, 100 times more than was sown. But the seed on the good soil stands for those with a noble and good heart, who hear the word, retain it, and by persevering produce a good crop. So now, all that verse right there, the most important word out of that is persevering. Because this, Jesus was describing a good seed, our people, who receive the message of God's love, and then they start growing their faith. Some people think once they accept Jesus that their life is going to be easy and crisis-free and everything will be, daisies and roses, and that's just not how it's going to work. He never promises an easy life following him. As a matter of fact, he promises there will be times of trouble and testing and all sorts of things. And but those who persevere and stay close to Jesus and trust and have faith in him, those are the ones that will grow in their faith. Those are the ones that will be on that straight and narrow path and enter the kingdom, the gates that are so tiny and so narrow. Yeah, it is hard. It's hard sometimes to think You know, we go through bad times and stuff. But when you have the kind of faith that perseveres, you can get through things like yesterday. We can get through, you know, crisis of fire. We can get through people shooting each other. I mean, it's not pleasant. It's not something that we want to do or hear about. It, you know, it makes us sad. But we know that we trust in a loving God who is there for us no matter what. So we can get through it. We just have to persevere. James 1:4 says, "Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." So we have to work on finishing our faith. We can't just accept, you know, Christ and then we're just going to be hunky-dory on the way. It takes work following Jesus. It takes work being a Christian. But, you know, we can do it. We have each other to lean on. But most important, we have God to lean on. He's always there for us. So, my friends, I hope you will persevere and fight the good fight. And grow your faith. And remember to pray for the people in London, to pray for our country. And let's do, wherever you are in this country, I know I have listeners, subscribers from everywhere, but wherever you are in this country, go out and spread a little sunshine today to somebody. You know, spread a little love instead of a little hate. Because a little bit of love will go much farther than a little bit of hate. All right, my friends, God bless you. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.